Hello, hello. Oh, baby! Thank you!
Go.
And I beat Frank.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Hit that shit,
I don't like
bitch.
you when you work.
I don't like this new working job prank. You're a little
Okay.
persnickety, a little finny, a little bitchy.
No, I was planning on bringing that up, but now you bring it up. So there is this kid at work, like kid, because he's still in high school.
Of course, because you work at Dairy Queen, you fucking queen.
He fucking frustrates the fuck out of me.
There's always one.
Like, you don't understand. Like, his presence
Oh, I do.
annoys me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been
I'm
there.
pulling up and I see his fucking car
That
and
was-
I'm already
that was
fucking
like-
frustrated.
That was like the first year of the podcast. Wasn't I bitching about the guy that I was working with till he got fired? Dude worked there like 10, 11 years and he just started taking it for granted. Now, of course, this guy is older. You're talking about, how old is this guy? Like 17, 18?
17, 16,
Good
18.
God, I couldn't imagine dealing with a 17-year-old. And I've got one coming along. Another 10 years, I'm gonna have an 18-year-old. Fuck.
Yeah. So then the best part is that there are 3 cooks, me and 2 other people. Those 2 people are quitting. So it's just
good.
gonna be me.
Yay.
It's just gonna be me and that kid. Because the
And
managers are
any
so
other-
fed up with this kid that they handed him over to me. They're like, here, you fucking,
shit.
you're in charge of him.
Oh,
Fucking-
oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Tell him I need a raise immediately.
Well, fuck.
Been here 3 weeks, but I deserve a raise already.
Fuck.
How do you feel you're doing? Try and be as non-biased as you can. Remove your mind from your living. I'm sure there was a better way for me to say that, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
how would you evaluate yourself?
I am doing great. Like, I want to say I'm doing good, but I'm like, no,
Ooh.
I've had some improvements, And yes, I get yelled at every
Improvement is
day,
great.
but that's just another day in the office.
Sure. If you're
Yeah.
not getting yelled at, you're not doing enough things. Because if you're not doing anything, then you can't get busted for doing anything wrong. So yeah, you're just doing enough things to get some things wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Whatever happened with that situation last week where they called you in the middle of the podcast and asked you if you had turned something or cleaned something?
Oh no,
Okay.
yeah, that if one of the fryers was working with me, and I'm like, yeah, it was. He's like, oh well, it's fucking broken now, but no, they fixed it by the time I got there.
Sure, they have to, but they
Yeah.
didn't mention what ended up being the cause for concern.
I guess it was that was when they found out that if the lever that opens and closes the floodgate, I guess it's called, for
The
the
valve?
oil
The valve.
for the oil to fucking drop and then rise.
Drop and rise?
Yeah. Yeah, so then that lever has to be all the way touching the metal because I guess there's some electromagnetic
A
some
connection.
shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But-
It's the switch. It's the switch. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where they
Stupid
figured
problems.
that out.
It's always some stupid ass problem.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. So you said you had some news, a way to so you're making what are
Some
you doing?
shocking news,
Go
and I have
tell us.
something to announce. That
You're not supposed to have topics anymore.
I don't have topics. It's just something that occurred to me when my mother was on YouTube. I was like, oh yeah, that thing happened. That's a fucking shocker.
Okay.
And then I just checked the mail, and I'm like, oh, now I can talk about it in the podcast. So you're gonna feel left out, but I'm like, this was in the middle of the night, so.
Why would I feel left out? Go ahead.
Oh, you'll see.
Spill
But-
the beans.
But no, first the shocking news, because I think you have nothing to say about this, but it's kind of a big deal.
Surprised.
But so now, as of yesterday or 2 days ago, of the time of this recording,
September 1st.
gay marriage is now legal in Mexico.
Oh, well, great. Why would you think that I don't have an opinion on that? I think that's fantastic.
Oh, no, because it's like, okay, so it's here too. But I'm like, no, like if you were to say that, they would tell me that you don't quite grasp
That I don't
concept.
understand
Yeah.
the fucking culture, dude. I
Yeah,
am still part of this culture, asshole. I know I'm pretty fucking homogenized. Just because I don't speak Spanish eloquently doesn't mean I don't understand the fucking culture that I come from.
Well, no, because you have all sisters, so you might not see the big deal that
The
a fucking
Garcia side of my family is very traditional Hispanic. Like it's more what you expect from Mercedes, I guess, from this town. I grew up with half my family, which is now becoming a completely separate thing. I don't even know if I have this family in my life anymore. But yeah, the Garcias, my mom's side of the family, is very traditional Hispanic, barbecues and beer all the time. Um, Dressed casually and with cowboy boots on, you know. But then my dad's side of the family is, well, barbecues and beer all the time, but also like really nice wine, polo shirts, you know, very, very homogenized to America. Um, what was my point? So yes, I understand, but I did grow up my younger years dealing more with my mom's side of the family. And now that like they're splitting up this year, I'm starting to like rebuild relationships with them, but kind of oddly. I don't know. It's been weird. Let's get off my sad sack shit. Continue. Well, so what was your point?
no, that it's a big deal because there's so much machismo going on in Mexico. Like my one of my cousins literally fled Mexico because you get stabbed in the street just for being gay. Like you don't
Shit.
even have to
I mean,
declare it. Like you just come off as gay, you're gonna get stabbed.
well, I mean, there's still certain places in America that if you go walking down the street very flamboyantly, you might get fucked with pretty gnarly. Like there's always that United States is big enough, you know, to have that same issue in some places, but the fact that the entire country, I mean, it's the same thing. The United States has legalized gay marriage since what, 2008, or no, like when did that become a
Somewhere in
bigger,
the Obama era.
right?
Yeah.
So that happened, and then it's still like we still heard a shitload about, you know, uh, homophobia and shit like that, like the anti-homosexual movements. And who's the church that Kevin Smith always fucking referenced in Red State, that it was based off of a real, like,
Westboro Baptist Church.
the Westboro Baptist Church. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. So that shit still exists. It's not like it's gone in the United States. It's just now publicly shamed to be in that camp, the anti, the homophobic camp.
Yeah.
So how do
Yeah.
you feel about it? What do you think? What's your thoughts? So you
Well,
had a
I'm
friend
like,
that like, did he get beat up? Like what, why did he, not your friend, I'm sorry, a family member?
yeah, one of my cousins, he now she, but yeah, he was struggling to find himself in his
Oh, he
teenage years.
transitioned. This is the one that transitioned. You brought
Yeah,
him up
so
before.
yeah, he was struggling to find himself.
Would
So
she rather, I'm sorry, would she be willing to come on the podcast?
I don't know.
Hit her up. Hit her
I
up.
don't
See
know
if she wants to come
because
on.
like as much as I am supportive, anybody who knows me knows I'm fucking supportive.
Are you though?
Yes, I am.
I'm
But
just kidding, Frank. I do know that. No. Frank, you're the most accepting person fucking think I know.
so that let's put it out there.
I'll give you
My
that.
my cousin,
The
for
problem is that
some
people don't
reason,
accept you, like, because you're just such
yes,
a coarse individual. People don't understand. That's why you're one of my favorite people, because you don't mince your words. Like, you may say shit that doesn't make sense to me, but because our brains operate differently. I've never judged, like, I've never judged you for you. I just judge you for fun.
yeah. So yeah,
Such an asshole.
for some reason, he she uh
Don't be
ends
rude.
up no, because this first happened when she was a he. Uh,
Okay, at the time,
yeah,
before transition, physical transition.
yeah. So then,
It's so hard to navigate these waters, isn't it? Like,
yeah. So then, for some reason, thinks that I'm a bigot. That I'm somewhat not entirely machista or into the machismo category, but enough to where she'll stop talking to me. Like she'll discontinue all communication with me for some fucking reason.
well, if she's heard any of your like sympathy for Trump, like that might immediately
This
like
was
it not.
before Trump.
Oh wow, even before.
Yeah.
Well, but you've always been like pretty right leaning. So a lot of people in that camp that are, I mean, it's like the feminist movement. It's like the Proud Boys movement. It's all the same thing. Like if you happen to be on the other side for any reason, oh well, then you're just not on our side. So if you're not 100% with them, then you're just against. That's it. You could be 99.5, but that 0.5 keeps you on that side of the line.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate that some people feel that way, but it also may be just what they've seen of you. They don't know enough about the specifics, the nuances of what you've said to them and shit like that. So who knows? Have you ever had a bad exchange with them? Like it
No.
sounds like something led up to this conversation at least. Like
Well,
you've just been ghosted.
no, I keep getting ghosted. That's why I don't DM her on Instagram anymore. But because my personal page has me wearing the Star Lord mask, so she probably doesn't have a clue it's me. But yeah, the last interaction I had with her in person was at a birthday party. I don't remember if it was her birthday party or somebody else's. She was a he at the time, and
No, she was always a she, Frank.
okay, but physically, what
Keep
happened?
it moving. Keep it moving
So
before I
then,
get in trouble here.
yeah,
One of us gets
so
in trouble.
so I went. It was at a club. It's not there anymore. They replaced it with something else. But this was ages ago. So I went to the club, right? Because I was gonna surprise her, and then I saw somebody, and I was having a back and forth with the bouncer, but they kept looking at me like, "Is that?" I'm like, and then I'm like, "Holy shit, that's my cousin! Hey, like, here to see you." Okay, cool. So we go inside, right? And she introduced me to her friends and everything, right? But one of them, I guess that was her boyfriend at the time. One of them pulls her aside, right? I don't know what he says in her ear that I just hear her say, "Oh, that's my cousin." And so
Oh,
then the guy leans back and slowly shakes his head, looking at me down and up, slowly shaking his head. And I'm like, "What? You think I'm like?" I thought it, right? I didn't say it because I didn't want to cause a scene,
no,
but
no,
I
no.
was thinking, I
Yeah,
was thinking, what
it happens.
am I saying I'm her cousin so I can fuck her? Like, what is it? You know?
It's because yeah, people need to know you to understand your vocal pattern is very um abstract. Like it's not the norm. Like, cause when people are confronting you, you laugh at them. So it
Uh-huh.
makes them think like, but it's the way you laugh. Cause I can say like, no, I'm not. Well, you think I'm just saying that I'm her cousin like a fucker? Like you say it with such like joviality, I
Uh-huh.
guess,
Yeah.
that it seems like, well, yeah, you be pissed. If it's not true, then shouldn't you be pissed off instead of just laughing it off? You fucking liar. Like it's that machismo. It's back to the machismo attitude. Exactly what's going on. The Mexican pride, that Hispanic. Was it a Hispanic dude or a black dude, white dude? Do you remember?
No, it was Hispanics. It was all,
Yeah. So I mean, it's common. I know I've got a cousin somewhere who's got a new baby daddy. They're pregnant right now, but they're having issues with the family because the guy seems very machismo. And I had a cousin that went to go. One cousin that went to go see this cousin that's pregnant and the baby daddy. And apparently the guy afterwards was like, I don't like you talking to him. And like, well, that's my cousin. They're like, well, yeah, but he's flirting with you. It's like, wait, what? Like, you're missing the barrier here. Like, but you got to admit though, you can't say that you haven't been to like a fucking big Hispanic barbecue where the uncles are being a little too touchy with the nieces, or the cousins are like kind of like off on their own. The boy and the girl cousin that happen to be like 16 at the same age are like out in the woods together, fucking just hanging out.
well,
There's
yeah.
this shit happens. This shit happens.
There's a saying amongst Mexican men, and it's probably the same for some Mexican
I'm
women.
scared
That
for
they
whatever you're
say,
about to say.
yes, be scared. They say, "A la prima se le arrima." To the
To the cousin.
she cousin, get it near her. Talking about the penis. So
That's fucked up. I've never heard that. That's
well,
deep. That's deep Mexico shit.
yeah.
That's that's before. And what's fucked up, it's really not Mexico. Okay, hold on. I want to start getting real clear. This is lower income, border state, Texas. Yeah, border of Texas. You know what I mean? So we're Americans living in a culture that is, um, we don't have money. Like the culture the last few generations before me and you, we're fucking poor. Like we lived like Mexicans, but we were Americans and had American benefits, like our taxes being taken away and fucking, but we also have social security and like there's positives and benefits, right? But what me and you were talking about are we're talking about lower income Rio Grande Valley circa 1980s and 1990s, right? Like that's the machismo attitude we're talking about. We're not talking about the last 5 years, because the last 5 years has been us, has been our generation, you know, that have been creating the zeitgeist and what's okay and what's not okay. It's our cousins our age that are transitioning or coming out of the closet or living a life, you know, different than what was traditional for this location, this very specific location. Um, we're just a barrio, man. We're what were we back in the day? We all lived in the raza, right? It
Yeah, the
blood in,
barrio.
blood out. Blood in, blood out was on everybody's fucking DVD, no, VHS shelves.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that shit was part of the culture. And as we grew up being more homogenized in this American culture, learning that, well, Mexicans are bad, we need to keep them on that side of the fucking border. And um um where was I going with this? Just it's changed. It's changed so much, but it's us that are changing, and it's the next generation that's going to change it even more. What people don't understand is that it changes from childhood to adulthood. It's not like mine and your life was just all struggle like our parents or grandparents was. Like we've had it pretty fucking good. You haven't had a job for fucking several years, and your parents were able to help support you with your GI stuff as well coming in. Like you had your own income, which isn't available in fucking Mexico. Like I don't know how it is in Mexico if you join the army there, if you have some sort of GI Bill, but
Nope. No
I can't.
benefits.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine so.
Yeah. That's why they scam civilians. Like the military, they scam civilians because they don't have benefits. They don't even get discounts on anything.
That's gnarly, man. That's
Yeah.
gnarly. Yeah, you have fucking military benefits. Like, how good are those? I've never asked you about that. What are the military fucking benefits like? Like
Well,
discounts?
I was explaining to you, and I don't know how you didn't understand me. You're probably just out of it. That's the only explanation I have.
What am I drunken
But
morning
like,
podcast?
yeah, the what I was telling you over the phone was that because you asked
Oh,
me,
you when you were texting me that
yeah,
you
because
got.
you asked me like, am I gonna move
Okay.
out now? You
Well,
know,
the thing is, you tell me very little information and assume that I know the other like 90% of the story.
no, because I said, for what was it? Text? We text too much.
No, that's way too much. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we haven't
no,
been lately
but
though.
yeah, no, because I was telling you, because you asked like, so are you gonna fucking move out now? And I told you,
Yeah,
I'm
because
like,
you got
well,
more on the GI
I
and you
need to
got a
work for
job.
yeah, I need to work for 2 years before I can buy a house. And you're like, oh, I wish I was that good with money, and I told you, I'm like, no, it's not a budget thing. It's that the VA asks for two tax
Oh,
returns.
and they'll help you pay for a house?
Yeah, for the VA loan.
Oh, no, I hadn't paid attention to that.
Yeah, so to qualify, you have to be employed. To get the
Yeah, of
loan,
course.
they need two tax returns. They need to see two of their tax
Yeah.
returns from the last 2 years.
Yeah, you got to pay in the system to get anything out of the system, even though you know dedicated your
Yeah.
life to the fucking service and get bullets shot at your fucking head. But whatever, you still got to pay your taxes for 2 years before we give you a fucking house.
Yep.
Some things I disagree with. Hold on real quick. Hey, hon, you got the timer on?
The kitchen timer.
Yeah, because we got baked potatoes in the oven and we got some green chili stew in the fucking crock pot.
You know what I've never had yet
I'm
understood?
just smelling the potatoes a lot. I just want to make sure you had a timer on it. All right. Sorry for that interruption, everybody. But this is what we're doing with the podcast now. Quick interjection here. By the way, find us at completely inappropriate podcast at gmail.com for any comments, questions, or concerns. I am Anthony, along with Mr.
Frank.
And remember, you can find us at Completely an App with 1P on Twitter, at CI Podcast on Instagram, and wherever you find us, you found us. Good job, you get a cookie. That's the only thing you're gonna get from these old episodes. We are not coming to this fucking shit with bullet points anymore. I just want to have fucking conversation with somebody. And I'm gonna change the subject really quick here, just to say I have been very lonely.
Well,
All I do,
you don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
well, I'm married. Thank you. I'm not lonely in that sense. I just don't have anybody to talk to about how the pregnancy is going, about how I'm dealing with my parents' divorce this year. Like I've had a lot coming out. I'm trying to build a yoga community and a yoga studio essentially. And it's been a lot on my plate, and I've basically been left to fend for myself and my family, which is fine. But I feel like if I'm gonna do that, I should be able to move far, far away instead of having to be 5 feet away or a phone call away where people can call me and put pressure on me to be there for them, but then they're gone when life is hard for me. You know what I mean? Like, so I went to my friend's house today in Edinburgh. I'm sorry, you wanted to say something?
No, continue.
So I went to my friend's house in Edinburgh, who I used to game a lot with, who was my best friend for a long time. He still is, definitely still is, but we've kind of fallen out. And now he's talking about moving back home to New Mexico. And I was astonished because I was like, well, shit, man, I was literally in tears for several nights this week with my wife, just saying, I am unhappy here and I would like to go. Just go. And you know what kicked it off is I started watching Alone, $1 Million Challenge. You ever watch the Alone shows?
Nope.
So these guys are dropped off in the middle of somewhere. This season, it's season 7. They're dropped off in the middle of some lake in Canada. And it's freezing. They're going from November. They have to last 100 days in the wilderness by themselves with 10 items. And that's it. 10 items and a picture they're allowed to take, I think. So you see how they can live out there with nothing, with these 10 items. They're like, well, shit, those items alone, of course, cost maybe like $800 to $1,000, right? But if I had $1,000, I could just go move into a cabin, like build a cabin somewhere in the fucking woods if I just do what these guys. And it just filled me with this feeling like I need to go, like, not live like that, right? But I need to get, like, that's calling to me so much because of this tortured fucking lack of community I'm feeling right now. And I'm just trying to build it, man. Trying to build it with the yoga and everything. It's just been a lot. But so if you had the opportunity to move right now, like if me and you found like fucking work in New Mexico as like oil rig operators, I don't even know if they have oil rigs there. I assume so. But would you take a job out of state and just like leave everything behind? How would you feel about that?
Yeah, I would. Like in a heartbeat. Yeah,
No hesitation. Like tomorrow. Like if I said tomorrow, I can get you a $40,000 job if you leave tomorrow.
Yeah.
Man, I would too. Problem is I can't because I have a wife and kid.
Yes,
that's who wants to see her parents. like I'm fine with FaceTime. Like I don't need to be in the room with you to be happy with you. Like this is the most relationship I've had with you for almost a fucking year now. You fucking disappeared. You don't come here on the weekends anymore to record. Now we just do Zoom.
Yeah, because Rona.
Yeah, that's why.
Yes, because it's coming back.
Is it? Oh my God, what do you think of that shit? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Like
the Delta variant. Hey, what you know? Have you heard of this legal weed called the Delta 8 fucking THC?
Nope.
So it's legal weed, right? It's weed with a chemical alteration to it. The way that they were doing like cocaine before with the bath salts, it was just like a chemically altered substance that was similar to it. Except this is made from the hemp plant, but it's like chemically altered. But they're calling it the Delta 8 THC at the time where the Delta variant is coming out. It just seems weird. Like very odd. I don't know. Sorry. I'm all over the place today.
Yeah. So anyways.
Fine. I'll settle down now.
I don't know where to pick up. Should I pick up my latest thought or should I pick up what we were talking about? Because with this new law in Mexico, like now I'm looking.
Oh, you're going that far back. You're going first
Yeah,
Tenants,
because
okay.
like I have one cousin that's kind of in the closet. Like we grew up together, so he doesn't care what other people think.
Well, but
So it's like,
you just put it out there though.
yeah,
What if
it's
his
like
family is
it's
listening to this
no,
and they
because
have an
it's like
idea?
no with him. It's like, yeah, I'm gay. So like he hasn't flat out said, "Hey, everybody, I'm fucking gay." No, it's like,
Oh, well, not
yeah.
everybody does
So
that.
yeah,
Some
yeah,
people
yeah.
just live their life and let people figure it out themselves.
Yeah, and I have another cousin that's in the closet still. Um, and
Put their
so
name out.
no,
Put their
no,
name out. Boy or girl.
no comment. But
16 to 20 or 20 to 25, 30s.
I don't even know my sibling's age. You want me to know my cousin's age?
Well, that's why I'm giving you a window. I'm not asking you exact age, but all right.
I don't
So,
know. But yeah, now I'm looking forward to their wedding day. Like, oh, I might just cross over to fucking Mexico and fucking
why?
just to
Just because
see
it's a
that
gay
happen.
wedding?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Like, how common are gay weddings?
you shouldn't go for the novelty. Well, now, pretty fucking common. But no, you shouldn't go for the novelty of it, you fucking queer groupie. What the fuck is that? Like
No, because this
oh,
is
not to use a derogatory term, but you're a fucking fag hag at that point, man. You gotta
no,
fucking
because no. Like, if it
go
was
because you're
here,
supporting them as people, not as
no. If
homosexuals.
it was a gay marriage here, then it'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's just another. But it's a gay marriage in fucking Mexico. That's a huge fucking deal.
That's why you want to go. Okay, that's
Yes.
fair, I guess. I don't know. You know how many fucking gay like how many homosexuals got married just because it got legalized and are divorced today?
I'm pretty sure a
And
lot.
people talk so much shit about it. Like, oh well, look at the percentage of homosexuals who got married and have divorced. The divorce rate is so much higher. It was like, well, yeah, it's only been legal for fucking 5 to 6 years. Like, if you give it time to balance out and the excitement of just being able to be married, like it's like changing the legal drinking age to 16. Like, yeah, that year you're gonna fucking kill some kids with that fucking law. But give it 3 or 4 years for these people to learn that it's normal to drink a normal amount at 16 as well as 21. Then they'll fucking it balances out. But people have talked so much shit about the divorce rate for homosexuals. They're like, well, give it some time to be a normal thing. Treat it as normally as a heterosexual marriage and see how many are fucking as sturdy as a heterosexual marriage.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
what do you think about polygamy though?
Oh,
Marrying
um,
more than one person.
that's cool. I mean, Einstein
Extra
said
wives,
it's
extra husbands. Any difference in the two?
no, it's the same shit. Like Einstein
Personal
said
preference, right?
that, yeah, Einstein said that it's not normal for us to be bound to one person.
I don't give a shit what one person says about relationship issues. Everybody's fucked up with relationships. I don't give a shit if you're
But
Albert Einstein or fucking Ed Gein. We're all fucked up when it comes to our relationship issues. I
yeah,
don't.
but
I think what my point is that you need to figure it out for yourself.
yeah, that's my point. That some people are comfortable with one person. Some people need all the love they can get, so they have to do polyamorous relationships. I
You
don't.
find your community the way you find your community, the same way you find your love life. The problem is when you're judging people for it, man. And the problem is when you're using that situation to take over fucking countries and shit. Like, well, let me marry your wife, your wife, your wife, and your wife, and then you guys all owe me alimony, and then we fucking take over the. Like, I'm just pulling out some random ass fucking thought bubble in my head, but like, of course, every situation can go bad if you don't treat it with respect. Now what astonishes me is those marriages you hear where like the two people don't even speak the same language, and like 20 years later they still don't really speak each other's language, but they've made it work. Like, that's impressive as shit.
Yeah.
Well, what would you like? I know you don't believe in marriage for yourself, but what would your idea, like, if marriage existed, if you had to commit to one person for the rest of your life, what would that relationship look like? Would it be a polyamorous one where you guys were free to see other people? Would it be something like, what is your comfort? What is your ideal situation for your relationship?
it has to be hands down monogamous. Cause I fucked this one chick in front of her boyfriend. Like, I responded to an ad on Craigslist. Sue me.
Yep. I did that too,
But
except it was my best friend and his girlfriend, and it was very awkward. I couldn't keep it up.
so yeah, afterwards, she fucking loved it. She was like, "Oh my god, let's do that
Yeah,
again."
of course
But
they do.
yeah, but he was like, "Hey, we're not looking for a boyfriend right now," and I'm like, "What do you mean we?" Like I get sharing this chick, right? Like she's my girlfriend as well as your girlfriend. But for say she's my girlfriend and he's my boyfriend, I'm like, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm like,
You're
no.
so silly. He was probably trying to make it uncomfortable for you a little bit, just to edge you out. But
But he
well,
had
I
good
mean,
reason because she kept texting me afterwards. I'm like,
oh,
okay.
that's fucked.
Yeah,
Like
she's like,
he
oh, let's
did
do
too
it
good a
again.
job.
I'm like,
Did too good a job,
okay.
huh? That's fucking hilarious, dude.
No, she didn't help because she kept saying, oh, that was amazing. And
Let's be
fucking,
fair though. Let's be fair. How old were you at this time?
this was
Okay.
like,
How many years ago? Let's not give away your age, but how many
this
years
was
ago?
this was a few years before Rona, like 2 years before Rona.
Ah, so you had some game. What happened? Ever since Rona, you've been fucking dry spells?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I
Where's
want to
all
say
your
it's
swagger
the
gone?
I want to say it's the beard, but I got matches with a beard on, so I don't get it. So now that I'm shaving for work, I'm like, now I need new pictures for Tinder, and
Nude
my
pictures?
bestie has the best fucking picture for a fucking on a dating app, but she won't fucking send it to me. It's me in a fucking concert, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that shows that I'm fun. But she just
Uh,
she just won't send it to me. I'm like, this fucking chick, man.
she probably deleted it, brother.
Probably no, because she was telling me. Like I told her, I'm like, yes, I'll. It was at an anime convention slash concert, and I'm like, this is great. I'll pretend to like anime for Tinder, and she busts out laughing. I'm like, yeah. So you take my pictures, and then send them to me. But then later on, I realized that when I was home showering, I was like, fuck, I should have used my phone.
You're a dumbass, man. People are weird. I don't know why they'd keep your picture like that though. Why they wouldn't just send it unless it got deleted, like she just deleted it
No,
early.
she's like that with pictures. Like she'll post her fucking. She posted her fucking New Year's Eve pictures last year in fucking March.
Okay.
That's how she is with
Speaking of
pictures.
doing things way too fucking early, what do you think about people the whole trend? Like it's getting to be a trend where people are like hipsters, like they do it to be ironic or for the gag of setting up for Halloween now in the middle of September, October,
Oh
like
no,
August, September.
you misunderstood. My bestie posted her New Year's 2020 pictures in March of 2021,
Uh-huh.
saying, look, this was our New Year's. So she's late for everything, just like I am. But with that,
Okay, I'm just
um,
talking about the time difference of like the celebration and then the like post it like it. I was just talking about like the distortion of time here, where you're starting to set up for Halloween fucking months early. Like she posted her picture months after the fact.
yeah, no, I fucking hate it, man. Like people are like, oh, it's the best time of year. I'm like, calm the
Now,
fuck down. It's
is it
barely
as bad
September.
as Christmas, or is it not as bad as Christmas?
It is as bad. Like
Thank
as
you.
biased as I
It really
am,
fucking is. It really
yes, it
fucking. It's
is.
so annoying as shit. Like, let me get through fucking Turkey Day, dude. I love gobble gobbles. I fucking love fucking turkey and ham and cranberry sauce and all that jam. But what the fuck are you doing with? I don't want to see my pumpkin carved while I'm eating a turkey. It's not right, man. But I get it. I get it. It's their Christmas. I guess. I don't get it. It's just as bad. So, in October this year, we're going to be doing something I am dreading. We will be doing, we will be putting on a gender reveal party.
Oh my god. You know those
Although,
have caused forest fires, right?
yeah, I know everybody. Why does everybody think that every gender reveal party has fucking pyrotechnics and shit? So, what we're gonna do is a smoke bomb, apparently, in a cauldron. We're gonna get dressed up I think. I don't know if we're getting dressed up actually, but we're gonna do like a Halloween themed gender reveal party. And I'm over it. Like the day it was decided we were doing a gender reveal party, I was over it. But it is what it is. So are you gonna come? You gonna be able to make it?
I don't know. We'll see what day it lands on.
Well, it's 2 months away, buddy. You can put in time off request.
No, like, is it gonna be on a fucking Tuesday? Like what?
Oh, it'll be a weekend. It'll have to be a weekend. I got my sister's coming in from out of town.
Well, yeah, I
It's,
usually
it's
work
fucking
weekends.
uncomfortable as shit.
I
I don't
usually
even
work
want to
weekends,
go.
so I'll have to ask for it off.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm giving you a heads up.
Okay.
Start dropping damn hints. Then what's going on? I felt like there was something else going on in October that I'm forgetting.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. What
Yeah.
else we got? Well, you said you had some way to make money, I think.
Yes. Yes. So you're gonna feel left out, and I'm not sorry.
Okay.
But
I mean, I've got ways to make money that have nothing to do with you either, but that's all
okay,
right.
good. No, but you're gonna want to be a part of this. So,
Oh, well, why can't I be then? Why
Yep,
can't you bring me in on your fucking
hit him up.
little
Hit him up.
Okay, what are we doing?
Yeah. So I stumbled onto this ad looking for tattoo models, and I'm like, well, clearly that's not me. I have a Craigslist body, and no, they didn't.
One of the back page, back page body.
They weren't focused on the physical. No, they wanted somebody with multiple tattoos,
Okay.
and it was to try their tattoo, not the aftercare, but the tattoo balm, the one that rejuvenates
Yeah, that
your
brings them back
tattoos.
to
Yeah, because I had
okay.
already tried for free. I tried Mad Rabbit, and it did nothing. It just made it shinier. So then these
Right.
these people, they were like, no, ours is all natural and scent free, and blah blah blah. And I hit them up. I was like, okay, like, if yours does, like, my tattoo is 14, 15 years old, my Spider-Man tattoo. Like, if it leaves it looking like new, then fuck yeah, I'll fucking spread a word about you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But if it doesn't, whatever. So I'm willing
How did they
to
hit you
try it
up?
out.
How did they hit you up for this?
I hit them up. It
Oh,
was it was an ad on
it's like a
Instagram.
casting call.
It was an ad on Instagram, and
Yeah.
I replied to it, and they replied. And so
They're gonna charge you $25 to ship that thing to your door. Is what they're gonna do.
no, I paid $16 for this because they turned my Instagram handle into a discount code, so I got discounted, and they're saying that discount code is forever. Like, when you spread the word, you can your friends, family,
And
fucking
what do you
everyone.
get out of this?
I don't know yet. I haven't submitted the paperwork, but I'm gonna say that I'm gonna try this out because I'm not gonna recommend it unless it works. So I'm gonna try this out this week, and the next week I'll report back with if it works or not, and then I'll fucking spread the discount code. But
Sure.
I'm gonna give it a go first.
Sure. But why can't I be? I mean, couldn't I just apply myself? You made this sound like it was some like
No,
insider
yeah.
trading kind of
See,
shit.
you feel left out. So no,
No,
yeah,
I
just
don't feel left out. I just don't understand why you think I would feel left out. Like it's
oh
not like it's an unobtainable fucking cherry blossom. Like it's just out of reach. Like
no,
wait,
because
I could fucking do this by the end of the night. Put this application in.
yeah,
I have
because
no FOMO here.
no,
None
because
whatsoever. I mean, I would like to try it if it works, but no, I don't need passive income as a fucking tattoo bomb seller. I don't know. That's
spokesperson.
weird. Spokesperson, yeah. Especially if you're not getting anything other than a fucking discount on it on bomb.
Well, it's discount for people. Like, it's not just on the bomb. It's a
Right,
discount
but
on.
what are you getting out of it other than
I'm gonna get
nothing? Like
money
so
out
far
of
you
it.
haven't gotten anything.
I
So
haven't
what are
gotten
you
anything because I haven't submitted the paperwork. I haven't uploaded any pictures. I haven't done anything. I was about to hit these guys up, and I'm like, you know what? No, let's do the podcast first, and then I'll fucking hit them up, and I'll announce it on my thing, my
you're so
personal
Sally.
Instagram. Yeah,
You're so Sally. That's fun.
yeah. So,
Oh shit, man. Well, this
hold
has been a
on.
great episode. Are we done?
If you want,
No, I'm good. Let's keep talking. How you been,
okay.
man?
I've
On a
been,
personal level,
yeah.
how have your bowel movements felt lately? Have you been
I can't
shitting
remember.
comfortable?
I can't remember the last time I had one of those.
That's unsettling.
That's worrisome. Yes, I
What
know.
the fuck is Dairy Queen doing to your digestive tract?
I don't know. I
Too
don't
many
want.
potatoes, not enough burger grease. You got to eat those chili fries, is what you need. Y'all
Uh,
do
I
chili fries?
I always end up with chili on my fucking glasses. So I'm like, I'm a
How the
fucking
fuck do you,
chili
dude? Where
slut.
do you not know where your mouth is? What the
No, because I'm dipping the fucking ladle and it splashes. So I
ladle,
dip it and I
ladle,
pick it up.
ladle? I made you up.
Yeah.
So stupid.
And it does all that splishy, splashy nonsense. So that. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where you're getting at, but sure,
Nothing.
bowel
I'm
movements.
just asking how your bowel movements are. Just trying to keep the conversation going.
Why? What's going on with bowel movement?
Okay. Well, I was microdosing mushrooms for a couple weeks, and it definitely had me constipated to some degree, like retaining a lot of water too. And then so I didn't finish. I still have a little bit there, but I've not microdosed. I decided to take some time off the microdosing because I wasn't feeling any effects. And I'm not the kind, I don't feel like getting high. Like I don't want to trip. So I'm just taking like a little pinch, eating it with my coffee in the morning. And then for 8 hours, I feel pretty fucking like floaty, like take a Xanax, something just reduces my anxiety a lot, especially at work when I'm stressing over the machine and shit. So I've been doing that, but I was real constipated. So I stopped and then I started running every day this week. I'm doing 5K. Did I mention that last episode? Doing 5K for 33 days for my
Yeah.
33rd year of life. I ended up missing a couple days. I missed Friday because I got my flu shot and I wasn't feeling 100%. I figured I might as well just sleep one day and do a 6 mile run the next day. But then it was the Mercedes Street Festival, so I didn't run that day either. So I went out today, but it was only for 2 miles. So I still got to make up like 7 miles on top of my daily 3 miles. So my bowel movements have finally started to loosen up because I'm shaking them around on my runs so much. Things are getting loose, but yeah, just wanted to end on a high note, on an inappropriate conversation.
Cool.
Yeah. How about your urine? Have you gotten a prostate exam? How old are you?
I'm not old enough to get a fucking prostate
Hey,
exam.
you can get a prostate exam at any age.
Yeah, if you're into it.
Yeah, my mom, my wife checks my prostate every once in a while.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I did say I was gonna get you that one thing for what was it, your birthday, Christmas? Probably
Oh,
Christmas.
dude, I still need to order you another fucking fleshlight from like a legit source.
Okay.
I'm still really bummed you didn't get that. It wasn't a nice one, obviously. For like it was like $15. It was very. I should have known it was a scam, but definitely got to get you one of those, dude. I'm behind on so many presents for people. I still need to send my niece one. Got to send you one. Need to buy you a new ring. Uh, um,
Oh, ring light.
ring light. Yeah, I was gonna say anal ring. I don't know, but
How would that work?
it's just like lipstick you put around. There's a sticker.
Yeah, but you can swallow that. You won't even notice.
I don't know, dude. I'm making this shit up as I go. I can't answer all your fucking logistical questions on a made up product. Um, hey, what the fuck? So you were trying to take care of your diet to some degree. How has that been since you fucking started Dairy Queen?
Well, with this job, I've been losing a lot more weight. Like
Really?
I bought my
You
belt.
do I would have said something, but I would have assumed it was just because you keep your hair so much tighter on the sides.
No, I bought, when was it? About a month ago. I bought a size 40 belt. The belt I was using was a size 50. Like it had no more holes.
Damn,
So
son,
I went,
50?
I went and I bought one, and I was on the third hole. And then a month later,
Yeah, you were. Woo!
now I'm on now I'm on the fourth hole, and I got three more holes to go. So
Man, I like your girlfriend.
yeah, I'm almost at the 2, 4, 5. I'm almost at the fifth hole.
Well,
Uh,
have you checked your weight lately? Have you gone down? Have you
no, I
actually?
haven't. Like I don't want to, because then
I know, me, I'm the same way.
yeah. I had too much pressure on myself.
Yeah, the scale lies to you, man, because of water weight and everything else. Like
Well, I've
you
been
just need
sweating a
to live
lot, so I'm
healthy.
pretty sure I'm getting rid of water weight, especially since I have this fucking thirst when I get out of fucking work. Like,
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
And
hydrate more, man. Try and drink a bottle of water before you go in
because
every hour.
I drink like 3 bottles before I go to work.
Oh, that's good.
Or yeah,
That might be too much though, because you need to spread it out. If it's too much, your body will just let it
no,
go through.
I drink about 4 bottles before work, and then I'll drink
Damn, you
a cup
hydrated.
a cup of water on my break, and then I'll come back home and then drink 2 bottles more. So
That's good. Depends on how much you're sweating at work, but that's good.
a lot.
It sounds like you've maintained your hydration pretty well.
Yeah.
Have you still been drinking and stuff?
I just had a beer. I recently, like, this is already my second week, or maybe the third, got into a habit that because my work week is from Sunday to Monday.
Right.
So after my work
So,
week,
7 days a week.
no, so after my work week, like
Your pay schedule.
when I'm after my work week, the next last day of work that I have, or going into a day off, I'll drink one beer, one on draft, one tall glass of beer. Just sit
That's good.
there and
That's
just
a good
drop my
feeling too.
shoulders, fucking exhale deeply, and
Dude,
just
you're such a fucking adult. I've done that. I used to do that. I used to be good at that, but I'm getting back into the habit of drinking too damn
yeah.
much.
But now I'm worried that I'm gaining weight because of that one beer a week.
It makes a difference. It does. A beer's you gotta look for the low calorie ones, man. You gotta get a tall Michelob or something.
Oh, Michelob gives me gas.
Yeah, but it doesn't gain you weight because it fills you up on gas, so you don't need more of it.
Yeah, but then I feel all nauseous and shit. I'm like, it's not worth it.
True. True. Yeah,
Well,
man.
yeah.
How's your family life? How's your sister, brother? I know your brother was in some shit with the vehicle, right? What was going on with the vehicle and your
Yeah, he
brother
left
again?
me in some shit with the vehicle. But I'm still waiting on the parts from fucking eBay. I don't know when the fuck they'll get here, but
For
still
whose
waiting on
car?
that.
Your car? His car?
My
For his car,
sister's
right?
car that I use.
Is it busted? What happened to that one again?
He went over a pothole and it busted the 2 tires and it broke the motor mount and it busted the CV joint. Like there was fucking oil everywhere. Uh, but yeah, it was only one of 4 motor mounts, so just fucking ghetto rig
Are
it.
you, are you so you're gonna do it yourself? You're not gonna take it in anywhere?
Well, yeah, ideally, yeah.
Um, I understand, bro. My bike's been down for like a week. I busted my derailleur. Not really. It's more the cable for the derailleur. It cut short, and I tried to lengthen it, but it's a whole thing. Not getting into that on the podcast. No one cares about my fucking health. We only care about your health on this podcast.
Okay.
I love the Frank's Fat Watch. They're good. They're good check-ins. I love watching your journey. You do look great. You look healthier. You're more awake than I think I'm used to seeing you, which is nice. But you
That's
do
the
seem a bit
surprising
more.
thing.
Well, you
That's
seem a bit touchy though.
because I'm fucking frustrated from the fucking guy I'm in charge of who doesn't fucking listen.
Come on, what's his name? Put somebody on blast.
Oh no.
Come
And
on, look him up on Instagram at
I don't know.
this fucking guy, 6969.
Yeah, so there's that, and I'm fucking exhausted, man, from fucking it's a lot of work. Like I told myself
Okay, what has been the biggest problem you've had with him? Because you're just glossing out. You're saying he's a shit person, shit employee, but what has he done?
recently what happened was, so we got a lot of orders, right? And he's over here helping me, quote unquote, right? And I'm over here doing the orders that I'm doing, right? As soon as he walks in, he's like, "Hey, do you have any gravy?" And he looks into the fucking the warmers, right? And he doesn't see the line of
Gravy?
gravy cups. And I'm like, "Here, do this. Don't worry about that." So he starts doing one, right? But then I come over here and I do my own
Thank you,
thing,
honey.
right? Because I see him bust out, the three tacos, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. That's the last thing that we needed. I'm like, I'm not gonna worry about it because he's on it. So I'm doing my thing, right? And then I turn around and I see this fucking guy
This fucking
stuffing
guy.
stuffing the like filling up the gravy cups with gravy, and he had them all lined up, and I'm like, you motherfucker. And the fucking our boss was right there in front of him, and she was like, something priority, and I was gonna tell her, but she walked away. I'm like, no, gravy's a priority to this fucking guy. I'm like, oh my god, like I had to do the fucking tacos. It was
It
12
was his
minutes
job.
late because of that one fucking incident. 12 minutes late.
Jesus
We're only
Christ.
supposed to take 3
12
minutes.
minutes. 12
12
minutes.
fucking minutes.
So it's 15 minutes total for them to get their food.
We're not supposed to go past 3 minutes. Like,
I don't think I've ever been to a Dairy Queen where I only waited 3 minutes. Actually, no, that's a lie. Our Dairy Queen's pretty fucking good. Y'all fucking suck, bro.
it was just me. And I had all these orders, so then they send the guy to
Okay,
help me
well,
out.
just you fucking suck then.
No, and then they send this guy to help me out, and the guy's worried about fucking gravy. I'm like,
Yeah.
guy, like, come on.
It's funny, you can see the smoke from my baked potato. My wife made me green chili for lunch, and we had some leftovers, so I had her make some baked potatoes. We threw that bitch on there with some sour cream. That's what I eat. What is your go-to meal at Dairy Queen now?
Oh, I don't need a Dairy Queen.
Here's your fucking endorsement. Why don't you eat a Dairy Queen?
Because I'm of the work ethic that, like, don't eat until everything's done.
Well, yeah, but you can take food home with you, stupid.
Nope. Apparently, the managers can get fired if I do that.
Well, you can't. I mean, you order food with your discount and then take it with you. I didn't even steal food from your fucking workplace, you jackass. Although I used to do that when I was catering, but because in catering, if they don't eat the food, you have to throw it away. You can't reserve that. So we would sneak, like, we'd have like big banquets where they'd have tenderloins. I'd go home with like 3 fucking fully cooked tenderloins, and I just eat, and then the fucking bags of rolls that they had opened but not fucking fully served out. So there were several times where I came home with fucking Ziplocs of tenderloins and Ziplocs of rolls, and I just ate fucking tenderloin sandwiches for like 2 weeks straight. It was fucking amazing, dude. I miss being poor. I ate the best when I was poor. You know why? Because you appreciate every fucking meal you've got.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So what have you been? What is your go-to meal, man?
I don't know. Like, I think
Say you had to choose one breakfast to have every day for a week. Just breakfast.
that shit gets fucking. That gets boring fast. But the breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the breakfast I always have are 3 scrambled eggs with black beans.
Damn, that's legit, bro.
Yeah.
That's really good. I'm with you on that one.
Yes.
I think less is more, but my breakfast is a little more complicated. But to be fair, my breakfast can double as lunch too. Like I can eat it for lunch or for breakfast. I have 2 to 3 poached eggs on salmon and on a bed of spinach with some habanero salsa on it.
That's what I was going to tell you. The one thing I've never had because I've never understood is eggs Benedicts. I'm like, how the fuck does that work?
It's just a lot of cream. It's I'm not a big fan of it. A lot of places way overdo the Benedict part, that type of cream on there, but
that's what it is. Okay, no. It's
hollandaise sauce. Oh, I might be thinking of hollandaise. Eggs hollandaise.
Yeah, because
is that the same? Yeah, it's hollandaise sauce on it, right? Thank God I got my fucking wife playing back corner over here.
Yeah, the egg on a cup. That's what I've never understood. I'm like, how the fuck does that work?
Oh, the it's just a 5-minute egg. It's a soft boiled egg, is what it is. So you boil
how do you
it for
soft boil an egg?
You only boil it for 5 minutes instead of 10.
Boil it for 10?
Yeah.
I just leave it there and fucking come back like
Right.
20 minutes
Well,
later.
people that actually know what they're doing, you boil it for different amounts of times for a soft boiled, a medium boiled, and a hard boiled egg. Like if you like a runny center, the idea with the one in the cup is that it's a 5 minute egg. It's a soft boiled egg where just the white around is cooked, but the center is still soft. So you put it in the cup and you crack it about halfway and you peel the top half of it off. And then they give you like specific egg spoons. They're like grapefruit spoons, you know how they're thin and small but serrated. Well, this is the same but without the serration. And you can dig it out from the shell itself. The shell itself acts like a bowl.
Huh. So that's how
Yeah,
you eat it.
and I never had that, but I have a very, I mean, there's no nice way to say the word pretentious, but I have a very pretentious part of the family. And they're not pretentious. Okay, not pretentious. It's not a fair statement. Just a very different economic level of family members, right? Who live in Dallas, like they live in $1 million house. They live like two doors down from like Troy Aikman or some fucking Dallas Cowboy legend like that, right? And it's a family member who came to visit, and he tells my grandma, to my grandma, can you make me a 5 minute egg? Because she had made it before for him. And I see this kid sit there, and of course my grandma is like the best of the best. Like she's been taken care of by my grandfather. So she actually has those little cups in her home, those little egg cups, the little they basically look like what bartenders use them, the jiggers, the double-sided jiggers. It's basically a ceramic double-sided jigger that you sit the egg in. And I saw this kid very daintily fucking eat this. Oh yeah, I love these 5 minute. I love these 5 minute eggs. So like, oh, that's great for you, man. It's easier if you just crack it out of the shell and then cook it. But do you, Papa?
Yeah.
Well, hell, man. I guess I don't know. Anything else you want to bring up? Any questions? Any concerns? I
Yeah.
know no one ever has questions for me, but
No, that we've been doing this for a little over an hour now.
yeah. But do you have any interest in fucking knowing anything about me that I don't volunteer?
Nope. I got nothing.
This is why I'll forever feel alone.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. You should try.
Well, this has been another completely inappropriate podcast episode, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Anthony along with Mr.
You should try Bumble BFF.
God damn it, you're gonna.
But I'm Frank.
Let me be Frank. Let me be Frank. No, you're Frank. No, but I want to be Frank. No.
Okay.
All right. So, what the fuck are you talking about, Bumble? What?
Bumble is that dating app me and Brittany have been telling you about, where girls have to respond. They have to start the conversation.
Oh, Brittany. I was like, who the fuck is Brittany? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, women have to start the conversation.
What?
Believe it or not, there are women on Bumble that put on their profile, don't be afraid to message me first. Message me first or I'm gone. Message me first.
Okay.
But we can't because we're guys, so they have to message us first.
That's not how the app actually works.
Yes, it is. I'm fucking telling you, that's how it works. If we match.
Hey, boy, relax.
No, because I keep telling you this, and you're like, no. But when Brittany says it, you're like, oh, okay, it's 100%
to you.
true.
I don't understand where this hostility. I thought it was just going along with what you were saying. Where did we diverge here?
No, because you're like, that's not how it works. I'm like, yes, the woman has to fucking start the conversation.
Son, sweetheart, can you take a breath and let daddy speak now? Okay, so what daddy was saying was that them asking you to message first is not how the app works.
Okay.
You jackass, right or wrong? You cannot message her first, right?
Nope.
Even though they're saying to do that on their profile, right?
Yeah.
I was agreeing with you, you fat fuck.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. So anyways, there's a section there. You can flip a switch. It's literally a switch. One of them fucking swipe to unlock switches. To where it turns into Bumble BFF. And it's for you to find your best friend forever. The So I would suggest you try it out. But the truth is that all the women
I
that
thought you were my BFF, you fucking piece of shit.
Oh, okay. So anyways, so all the women that are out there using Bumble to find friendships,
Fucking alone.
they're all
Forever
on
alone.
Bumble dating because no one's on Bumble BFF. So you can try it out. You can put on your profile just here for friends. So
Okay. I'll be sure to do that, Frank.
yeah. Just don't get suicidal on me because a girl says you're short.
First off, I'm 5'11".
Yes, exactly.
I
You
don't
to
care.
them,
I
you
don't
to
care
them are
if
short.
people want. I don't care about those height jockeys, the fucking with size queens. I don't care about size. I'm married, dude. I'm not looking for girlfriends. I'm not looking for dates. I'm not looking for BFFs. I married my BFF. I'm fucked. I'm done. I ended it early. Sorry, too bad for me. But you know what? At least I don't got to go on sites like Bumble, BFF. What the fuck? All right, man. You know what also works? Instagram, Facebook, any non-dating sites to find friends.
Yes, that's what I was telling my bestie fucking 10 years ago when she got
Don't
all
you pay a
fucking
site
flustered.
to fucking put yourself out there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, this has been a completely big waste of time. I enjoyed every second of it.
Cool.
You want to let them know who we are, where they can find us?
We are the Completely Inappropriate Podcast, just
Whoop,
a couple of
whoop.
idiots doing idiot things, speaking out of our ass. But that's why you listen to us, right? So anyways, yeah, you can find us here, there,
All
everywhere
5
you listen
of
to
you.
podcasts. Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
You can find us under CI Podcast over on the Instagrams, and in the Twitterverse, you can find us under Completely Inapt. You can email us with your questions, comments, concerns, or just to tell us to get the fuck out of the internet over at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com.
Have you checked that email?
Yeah, like I haven't lately, but I get notifications and I haven't gotten notifications. We're starting to get fucking spam mail. I'm like, at least we're getting mail.
Shitload of spam. Gotta love it. Gotta love those brochures in the mailbox. All right, guys, this has been another wonderful episode. Frank, what do we tell the lovely listeners?
Be excellent to each other.
Try to find your happy. Try to be better today than yesterday. Take it easy, everybody.
Whoa.
Stop recording, Frank.